to our video of the 60 days from the 90 days Bible plan reading. So you have probably made it now until the first Lamentations, all the way from First Chronicles. So good job if you have reached it. But I also know that many people are not there. The reason why I know is because I asked for an update on my stories, and some people have commented that they are days behind. So we want to make this video as an encouragement for you out there. This isn't the first time that I've been doing the 90 days, and I've actually wanted to quit many times when I did it before the 90 days. So my husband, he actually shared with me something that really encouraged me, and he said, Sheryl, it's okay if you don't make it in 90 days. If you make it in 100 days, that's still amazing. If you will make it in 120 days, an extra month, it will still be amazing, and you have finished the Bible. And I think that's the whole point of reading the Bible. So just keep on going, and maybe a tip from me is to maybe read more than one day, but keep on reading at least one day, and don't get distracted by the number. Don't look at how far you are behind. So that's my tip for you. So for me, what really stood out this time was about the wisdom books. So the wisdom books are Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Job. And I know sometimes it can be hard to read Ecclesiastes and Job. You can have many questions of God, why is this even in here in the Bible? But for me, what really stood out is that when we are good to just receive good things, we are not genuine good. What I mean with this is that most of the time we always hear in a lot of other religions as well, is that we always need to be a good person, so then you receive good karma, all of this stuff. But I don't see that. That's not what our Bible, our God teach. He actually says that if you are good, it doesn't mean that you will receive directly good. And that is the whole wisdom of God, because if that would be true, then we would just be good to only receive things. And we should be good because God is a good Father, and He has been taking care so good of us that we want to be good to other people, that we want to share mercy to other people because we have received the mercy. We want to forgive because God has forgiven us. So I think this becomes a completely different message. Okay, so last time I asked the question, what would you say if someone would walk up to you right now and ask, who is God? What would you answer? So I would say God is not unconditional love, because we see clearly in the Bible that God has conditions. We see that even with building up the whole temple, there were so many conditions. It needed to be so precise in details, and we even read that there was the innermost holy, and there were even conditions on it, that not everyone just could come in. There were conditions of holding the Ark of the Covenant, that not just someone could just hold it. We read that we needed to bring guilt offerings and sin offerings, and all of this was there to cover our sin. And what we see is that God is so holy. We see throughout the whole Testament that God is super holy. And because He is so holy, He cannot deal with people that are sin. He cannot deal with our sinful nature. And it's like God is like the sun. You know, the sun is good, we can enjoy it, we can go out to the beach, and we can put some seeds in the ground and they will come up because of the sun. And the sun is really good. But at the same time, if we come too close to the sun can be dangerous for us and we can die. And that's exactly the same with God. We cannot come too close to Him, because we at one point will die, because He is so righteous and so holy. And that's why God made all these rules and regulations, so that we could still be with God and we could still partner with Him. So for me, if I look at the Bible, I would say God is righteous, because even though we cannot come to Him that close, He still made a way for us to come. And of course, we know that in the New Testament, we will hear about Jesus, and that is the perfect way for us to come to God. So what we see here is that God is a righteous God. And of course, you know, it depends on who is in front of you that you are sharing of who God is. But I think it leaves a lot of questions out when you will say that God is righteous instead of God is unconditional love. And now we will go to Lebo. Bye-bye.
Welcome everyone. Welcome, yo man. I'm here. I know you've been waiting for me. I'm here, don't worry. I will not skip on you guys. How do we put this microphone on? Just put it in. So welcome everyone to Mexico. funny enough that even though we are in the midst of a pandemic where everyone is staying home, we're actually traveling much more than normally. We were not supposed to be in Mexico, but somehow God have led us here, and it's going to be exciting to see what He has for us, and we can't wait. We already have a lot of friends here that we're going to go out with. So I just want to say, just like Sheryl said, well done. You have made it this far, 60 days. Of course, there's many who are still behind, but it's not a problem at all, because in the end, this is just a plan that we are following with the days. But in the end, it's all about just finishing what you have started. It's about understanding the fullness of the Bible and understand God's character when we are reading the Word. I know a lot of people who do the 1 year plan, and that is not even so much reading, but many times when they don't make it, let's say 4 days, they just throw it all out of the window. But this is not the case. This shouldn't be the reason why you shouldn't read. You should always read the Bible. So when that is said, it has been quite interesting, everything we have read until now. I would say this part is probably the hardest part of the Bible, because I know a lot of people would say maybe Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Numbers and all of that would be hardest, but I think still for me it was okay, because you still go through Genesis, you still go through a lot of stories of Joseph and Abraham, Moses, Samuel, David, all these stories. But when you come to 30 days of the Bible reading and you have to read through the prophets and through all the wisdom books, I just somehow disconnect, and it's not good. And I know maybe a lot of you have had that as well. But what helps me a lot is actually to read Pawson. I don't know if we have talked about that before, but there's a Bible teacher, a very famous Bible teacher. He passed away last year. His name is Pawson. He's an amazing man, and he have been going through the Bible many times, multiple times. And he actually have made a book called Unlock the Bible, where he goes through every book of the Bible and really teach about what each book is written for and who is it written to and what is actually the book about. I think that really helps a lot to just, if you don't understand the book, go in, maybe Pawson or Bible Project is also a big help, Bible Project. And Bible Project is easy because it's just a short video under 10 minutes that you can watch before you read the book. That helps you so much to just have a small understanding of, okay, what is it that I'm actually reading right now? And Pawson is just more in detail, is digging more into what the book is about. And so that have really helped me a lot, and I think that's what I'm going to do more in the future. Guys, this is maybe the 5th time I'm reading the Bible. And of course, there's always new things coming up and still things that I don't understand. I'm totally honest with you. I'm not a person that just understands everything that I read. I'm not. But it helps me a lot to just go in and read Pawson. Yeah, so that was it. And I know a lot of you maybe who are watching are not even doing this Bible plan. We have so many great things coming up soon. I know I always say this, we are busy, we're very busy often, but I promise you we have a lot of good content to come up. And our purpose to make these videos is to encourage you, all of you who are watching, and to just help you to draw yourself closer to Jesus every day and to not give up this race that you have started to live, and to really finish it in a good way. But not only just finish it, but really to live the life that God has called us to live. And we want to somehow live out that example and to be able to really show people that it is possible, to be a disciple of Jesus, even in this pandemic that we have out there, with so many rules and regulations and lockdowns. And I know a lot of people have been discouraged and just locked themselves up in their house or their apartment. But there's so much we can do. This is the time, guys. This is the time to actually reach people, because people are living in fear. I would actually say I've almost seen more harvest come in through this pandemic than I saw before the pandemic. Because a lot of people are in a time where they think a lot about life. They have maybe lost someone near to them, and they're afraid maybe they're going to be the next person. So I think it's just time for us to reach out to those people because this is a good time for them to really receive God. So I encourage you, stay strong, read your Bible every day, keep staying to the plan. You will make it. I promise you'll make it, even if you are behind. And like Sheryl said, even if you make it after 100 days or even 120 days, it's totally perfect as well. It's not less good as us, it's as good. Doesn't matter. But just that you finish it. It's so important that you finish the Bible reading. So yeah, if there's any questions, you have anything, let us know in the comment section below. Just write to us and we will try to reply as fast as possible. Okay guys, enjoy. Have a good time. God bless you. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Bye.